Welcome to our deep dive into one of the most tumultuous periods in modern history, the Cultural Revolution in China. This decade-long movement, led by Mao Zedong, aimed to reshape Chinese society and has left an indelible mark on the country's history. Our story begins in the mid-1960s, a time of immense change and upheaval in China. Following the disastrous Great Leap Forward, Mao Zedong faced criticism within the Communist Party. Determined to reassert his authority and revive revolutionary fervor, Mao launched the Cultural Revolution in 1966. The goal? To eliminate counter-revolutionary elements and solidify communist ideology. The movement was characterized by a call to eradicate the four olds: old customs, old culture, old habits, and old ideas. This would involve a massive societal overhaul, targeting intellectuals, traditions, and perceived enemies of the state. The rise of the Red Guards. Central to the Cultural Revolution were the Red Guards, a militant youth movement mobilized by Mao. Composed mainly of students, the Red Guards were tasked with challenging authority and uprooting the old ways. The Red Guards took to the streets, attacking symbols of the old order, temples, books, and cultural artifacts were destroyed. Teachers, intellectuals, and those deemed counter-revolutionaries were publicly humiliated and persecuted. The Red Guards embodied the fervor and fanaticism of the Cultural Revolution, believing they were creating a new, pure society. However, their actions led to widespread chaos and suffering. Key events and figures. As we delve deeper, we encounter several key events and figures that shaped the Cultural Revolution. One pivotal moment was the publication of Mao's Little Red Book, a collection of his sayings and political philosophies. This book became the ideological foundation for the movement. Lin Biao, a prominent military leader, emerged as a key ally of Mao. His influence grew as he promoted Mao's cult of personality. However, the power struggles within the Communist Party would later lead to Lin's dramatic fall from grace. Another significant aspect of the Cultural Revolution was the Down to the Countryside movement, where urban youth were sent to rural areas to learn from the peasants. This policy aimed to break the influence of intellectuals and re-educate the youth in revolutionary ideals. The Cultural Revolution had a profound and often devastating impact on Chinese society. Educational institutions were disrupted, scientific research halted, and countless lives were uprooted. Millions of people were persecuted, with estimates of death tolls ranging from hundreds of thousands to millions. The social fabric of China was torn apart, as families and communities were pitted against each other. Those years were incredibly difficult. We lived in constant fear, not knowing who would be accused next or what would happen to us. The emotional scars are still with us. The Cultural Revolution began to wind down in the early 1970s, particularly after Mao's health declined. The death of Mao in 1976 marked the end of this tumultuous period. The Gang of Four, including Mao's wife Jiang Qing, were arrested and blamed for the excesses of the movement. In the years that followed, China began to shift away from Maoist policies under the leadership of Deng Xiaoping. Reforms were implemented, and China embarked on a path of modernization and economic development. Today, the Cultural Revolution remains a sensitive and complex chapter in China's history. It serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of ideological extremism and the human cost of political movements. The legacy of the Cultural Revolution is still felt in China. It's a period of history that is often reflected upon with a mixture of regret and remembrance. As we reflect on this era, we are reminded of the resilience of the human spirit and the importance of learning from history. The Cultural Revolution is a testament to the transformative power of political ideology and the enduring impact it can have on a nation and its people. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Cultural Revolution. We hope this deep dive has provided insight into one of the most significant and challenging periods in Chinese history. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button and notification bell if you're enjoying our content. If you subscribe and comment "I subscribed," you'll be sure to get a comment from me. So stay tuned so that we can bring more exciting facts about history. Thank you.